doubting this Jackson. So they switched up they've got more, and it's given the Rams received open. And even if they do, Jared Goff's been under pressure.
And Wade Phillips has caught Tom Brady uncomfortable. He thinks his man, Nikel Roby-Coleman, is going to jump out underneath his outside route, tip the ball. Corey Littleton's going to intercept it. He's gone back and forth between man and zone in the running game. You can double to Ndamukong Suh, but Fowler, and you can see right there, Ndamukong Suh, even with Aaron Donald being doubled, they have been doing the same thing all playoffs, stopping the run game.
The best player on the field so far has been that man that they named Jules. Julian Edelman has been phenomenal. 7 catches, which is a first-half record in a Super Bowl, and just on 8 targets, which means he is ultimately the most consistent player that Tom Brady has. But here's the thing. They're going to have to bracket him in the second half, and I expect the Patriots playing chess to go somewhere else.
Well, guys, let's be honest. The real story of this first half is Tom Brady and how poorly he has played. I think he's misreading down the field. I think a couple times in Chris Hogan's case, he has forced the ball to him, predetermined. And you've got to just go through I can't believe I'm saying this, but the greatest quarterback of all time, but he's struggling. He doesn't look comfortable. And I think one of the reasons he's not comfortable is because of the pressure and because for 2 weeks he's had to listen about Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald. But I will say this, the Patriots have always been a second-half team in the Super Bowl.
Always. Gurley, we talked about him being a big part of this first half. Right. It's not about the yards, it's about the touches. Todd Gurley is one of those guys that can take the ball all the way with any time he touches the ball. So they need to continue to get him involved in the game because, again, this running game, it sets up the play action, and that's still what the Rams want to do.
They've had 5 possessions. They ran it on first down, all 5 possessions. And you look at Todd Gurley. Did you hear Tracy Wolfson say he's on the bike, he's stretching, he's constantly doing something? Yeah. That tells me he is not near 100%.
So those are assessments of what took place in the first half. Coach, you've talked all season long about the masterminds on the sidelines. Nate, what do you expect to see in the way of adjustments in the second half?
Well, I'm looking for the Rams to go downfield more. Jared Goff is 1 for 2. He had that one sideline toe drag swag to Woods, and then they threw it downfield to Josh Reynolds. I expect them to take their shots. Don't be afraid of that defense. You got to take your shots, big shots, to win the game.
All right, there it is. All right, folks, it's almost time for the biggest concert of the year featuring Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. Stay tuned. The Pepsi Super Bowl 53 halftime show is coming up.
This has been the Toyota Super Bowl Today halftime report.
Like it. Hey, Gilmore's been on.
The National Football League proudly kicks off its centennial celebration tonight with a unique retrospective directed by Peter Berg, and it features many of the league's all-time superstars as you've never seen them before. Enjoy.
Welcome to the 100th season of the National Football League. Tonight is not about the league. It's about football. It's about the players, the fans, the moments, and everything else that makes you say,
Oh, boy.
Fumble! Oh! Come on! 1, 2, let's go! Joe!
No can do, cowboy.
Here we go!
Come on, TG.
Everybody reach!
Damn, B. Y'all know I have more yards than they do. You still got it. Well, it hurt. Boy, this is a big party. Get out there, old man. Obese.
he's open. Russ.
Okay.
I got you, Tom.
That's the cake.
Can I have the ball, please?
You want this? Come and get it.
you're ready for the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show. Okay!
The National Football League welcomes you to the Pepsi Super Bowl 53 halftime show.
This one's for you, Jordan.
So high, I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes, the chaos that controlled my mind. It spoke goodbye, she got on a plane, never to return again. But always